because after a great introduction like that, I want to downshift it a little bit. I want to talk about can't. I also want to talk about planning, but we'll talk about can't first. Can't is the pit trap. It's the bog, it's the marsh, it's the swamp. Can't is where we get stuck, and it holds us back from doing great things. Can't should, and when you properly plan, be an opportunity to overcome objections, to overcome adversity. But far too often, people everywhere, not just us, get caught in the can't. They hear a great idea, and they think, well, we can't do that because of this problem. Well, we can't do that because of this other thing. When in reality, the can't just gives you what you need to outline, to plan, to overcome those adversities. I've often said that I got all the leadership development I needed out of the Boy Scouts. I was in that organization from the age of 4 till I got my Eagle Scout at the age of 16. My father climbed through the ranks with me, eventually becoming Scoutmaster. Taking over organizations that you become a part of is something of a family trait, apparently. But my father always hammered home, proper planning prevents poor performance. 5 P's, 5 very critical P's. Romy, where you at? How often does the web committee meet in order to pull off web?
About 25 meetings a year.
25 meetings a year. Proper planning prevents poor performance. How many chapters wish they had a project on the scale of web? I know I certainly want to see every chapter have a project or more on the scale of web. And that's what leadership conferences are about, helping you get those skills. Livonia JCs has a very active rooster organization, exhausted members. Pretty much excludes all the women, so we get a bunch of guys that were members in the 60s and the 70s, the big heyday of the organization. But I once asked them, on average, how many nights a week did you spend working on the JCs? The answer is very quickly, 5 or 6. 5 or 6 nights a week spent working on the JCs. Now here's the truly extraordinary part. When I asked how many projects they ran, what do you think the answer was? 0. 25 nights a month dedicated to 8 projects. 8 projects. Proper planning prevents poor performance. If every chapter looked at their can'ts every time they had a big idea, we can't do this because, and turned it into an opportunity to properly plan, and spent that 25 or 30 nights, just as the Bringing with JCs do, in order to plan around those can'ts, every chapter of this organization could have a project on the scale of it. So with that, Michigan JCs, I thank you for attending the Leadership Conference. I thank you for taking advantage of all the opportunities that we are trying to provide you. Please do not hesitate to call upon me or any other member of the Board of Directors so that we can help you overcome your can'ts, properly plan and prevent poor performance so that we all can be doing large-scale, heavily impactful projects. Thank you all very much. Now, if you would all please be seated. For our top chapters of the trimester.